is a fictional account. Any likeliness to conversations that have happened here at Offline Camp are completely intentional. And yeah, so we'll see where this goes. Okay. The day the internet died. April 21st, 2018 will always be remembered as the day the internet died. How exactly it happened, no one knew for sure, but there were lots of theories. Some believed it was a rogue nation who was trying to control the internet for their own nefarious reasons, and their hacking just went too far. Still others believed it was a response to the result of the 2016 US election by those who felt the wrong candidate was selected. There were even some crackpot theories about how some hackers used animals to somehow carry out an attack that eventually took it down. Whatever the cause, the world changed dynamically. Everything seems so disconnected now. Most telephone services offline, as it was unfortunately relying so much of the internet backbone. There's still telephone services in places like Montana where it's all analog, but for the most part we don't have internet, or we don't have phones. So our smartphones just became portable computers. The worldwide economy took an incredible nosedive, with tech being hit the hardest. Sure, there were those lucky few who were still employed trying to fix the problem, but in most places, tech unemployment was at least 95%. But it wasn't all bad. People started talking to each other more in real life because they could no longer reach their friends or followers with the tap, tap, tap of their now disconnected phone. Speaking of those phones, it turned out that they weren't completely useless. Some apps and websites still worked, albeit in offline mode. And this is where hope began to build. All those unemployed tech workers, now with suddenly lots of free time, started coming up with ways to connect the offline web. Bluetooth was a natural starting point, and things took off from there. Things will never be the same, but I think in some ways we're better off. No one takes the internet for granted anymore because it's not there. We will build a smarter, more resilient internet, and this time we will build all of the web for offline first. So, how much time do I have left?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. So this was a short little narrative, but I would be curious to ask, what would you add to this story? Either from the perspective of what took the internet down, or how would we rebuild? What's that?
I would. Oh.
Yeah. So like, what will we do?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do those questions make sense, or yeah? Bradley's got something.
Rebuild networks at a community level, like small groups of people
Yeah.
building up small networks.
Mesh network?
Well, no, I mean it could be mesh, but I just meant like as a town or a smaller neighborhood building out that network.
Yeah.
But it feels like that would happen after a long time. Like we would all just kind of sit there and wait for someone else to fix this stuff. And then months later we'd kind of be like, wow, it's not going to get fixed.
I think like maybe this would be, or it could be said like this in the story where I think you kind of tried to do that already, is where this was the final push that many developers waited for. And now like, oh, finally we have a good reason and we have the ear of our mayor, to like build this kind of like hacker network just for, LA or like just like on the city level, and then like these different kind of networks occur, and then then they start connecting to each other and so on.
Some of the rural and less developed areas be ahead of the urban areas.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm going to throw a different question. If you knew this was going to happen, what would you do in advance?
Right.
How would you prepare?
Yeah. What's that?
Took all my money out of the bank.
Buy gold, lots of gold.
Probably would have some big hard drives somewhere with some good documentation.
Oh.
Move to Cuba and then they'll deliver the internet to my door once a week. Did you guys see that article?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, download the
No,
NPM
but
registry.
Yeah, we definitely need it, yeah. We should have like C seeds in a vault somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Internet Archive in the vault in Norway.
Well, we'll just figure out exactly where Google stores that. That's what I would do.
All right, well, I hope that I didn't leave you with too much of a downer, because I am actually really excited about the stuff we're doing here in offline world, and I think it will be beneficial even if the internet survives, which I'm pretty sure it will. So.
Thank you so much.